You know, Michelle, I remember back in the day, not too long ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I would have a conversation with Jason. Quite frankly, I enjoyed talking to you better. That's going to get me in trouble. But one of the things that was really big back then were taking golf carts with lead acid batteries and converting them to lithium batteries. Is that so much a big deal anymore here in the Coachella Valley? And does Lux still do that?
You know, Jeff, we do that on a regular basis. You would be surprised. A lot of people that come in here and buy a home, especially an older home, they tend to inherit a golf cart with that purchase. The older carts still have the lead acid, and one of the biggest things with those lead acid is the maintenance that it requires. You've got a lot of maintenance to keep that up. You've got a lot of weight in that cart, you know, and you've got mess to deal with when you come home. So we get a lot of clients that come in and say, hey, I adhere to this golf cart. Can y'all do the conversion for lithium? Absolutely. So we get older carts regular, and you know, we take that lead acid and we're all about getting rid of it. Because I mean, when you come back at the end of the summer, a lot of times those carts have to have a supercharge.
What does that mean?
That's where the batteries just won't kick in. It just won't work. And so we go out there with our equipment and we supercharge those lead acid batteries, and they do work on you for a while, but you'll probably have to have another supercharge. Doesn't matter how much maintenance you do. That gets costly over time.
Well, even with the batteries, if you put a brand new set of lead acid batteries in there, what kind of warranty is that compared to what you're offering with the lithium?
You know, the lithium is so much less maintenance, and honestly, we don't do lead acid anymore, so I really can't even tell you an update on what the warranty is with the lead acid battery packs at this point. But I can tell you with the lithium packs, you're going to get a 5-year warranty. You have no maintenance on it. You literally plug it into the outlet, you know, in your wall.
So no 220?
No 220, none of that. You just plug it in and give it 24 hours once you've been out of town, no matter how long, and you're going to run it on a full charge, which is going to be probably 40 hours.
I was going to ask you, so if it, you know, unlike, you know, our phones, lithium, it seems like lithium always means longer. So with a lithium versus lead acid, what kind of difference in use value are we going to have? Like how much more time? I mean, I remember the day when we first started with talking about lithium, you know, we'd have, and Jason would get a little bit of a razzie about it because it said up to 100 miles on a single charge. Are we still in that mindset, or you said something about some hours?
Yeah, you can call it miles, you can call it hours, whichever. I cannot talk a lot about lead acid batteries. I just don't have a lot of dealings with them. I mean, since I've been working with the company, everything I've sold has been lithium.
It's really old technology, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
You're behind the times if you've got lead acid.
Well, that's why I asked you about that, because I thought, well, maybe that's not even a factor anymore. But you pointed something out so neat that, yeah, people inherit that. It's almost like, you know, you buy a home, it has a washer and dryer in it. Oh yeah, and it has a golf cart in the garage, and you get excited. But then you see the batteries in there, and you know, the heat out here in the desert. You know, we have those people who come and go, the snowbirds, if you will. How is the maintenance different compared to, or let's just tell me, since it's, you know, the knowledge like you have is 100% lithium, what kind of maintenance do we have to have when I say, hey, I'm leaving for 6 months? Do I have to do anything special to my lithium battery?
No, you know what, those battery packs have they have a button, on-off button, like directly on the lithium pack. When you leave town, you unplug it from the wall, but let's say you leave it plugged in by accident. As long as you flip that button to off, it kills any current to that battery. So however long you're gone, when you get back in town, you just plug it in, turn that battery pack on, and give it 24 hours, and you're going to get a full charge.
Wow, that's great. So you said, I want to make sure it's clear, if I have an old golf cart, or let's say a golf cart with lead acid batteries, I could contact Lux Service and say, hey, can I upgrade to lithium? You're still doing that? Yes,
we will. You call Debbie in our service, and she'll set up an appointment, and we can do a full conversion from lead acid to lithium with no hesitation.
Now, for those people who said, you know what, this is an old washer and dryer, aka golf cart, I'd like to trade it in and get a new one. Do you guys do trade-ins?
We do trade-ins.
Yeah.
I think my husband's still doing the trade-ins. I know that at one point he kind of backed off of trade-ins and he did consignment. It just depends on the cart. He has to look at the cart. I mean, if it's just so ancient, you know, there's a possibility we can't help you with that.
Sure.
But a lot of times he has a way of making things work for his clients. So
How do people get in touch with Lux? I know you got a couple locations. Tell us about that.
our main showroom that's been in business the longest is off of 111. And then my showroom in La Quinta is the old Starbucks building across from the new Starbucks.
I thought I smelled some ground coffee in here. No, I'm just kidding. Michelle, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.